So today we're going to learn about bobble stitch. Bobble stitch is a great stitch for all sorts of things. Mostly it's a decorative stitch used for borders, but it also provides a 3D element to your work. So it's great for using anywhere where you want to create maybe a pattern or a shape or a picture or words. So I've just got a swatch of 15 single crochets here, and I'm going to start working the bobble, the third stitch in. It's always good to work it quite loosely. So what you do is you yarn over, and then you insert your hook into the next stitch, yarn over again and pull up a loop. Then again a second time, yarn over, insert, yarn over, pull up a loop, and the third time, yarn over, insert and pull up a loop. I'm going to yarn over again, and now we have 2, 4, 6, 7 loops on the hook plus the yarn over that I've just made, and what I'm going to do next is pull that through all 7, and that creates your bubble. Then you work directly into the next stitch. So I'm going to work a single crochet, and I'm going to work one more single crochet just to get spaces between them, and I'm going to work another bobble. So yarn over, insert into hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, 3 loops on the hook, yarn over, insert, pull up a loop, 5 loops on the hook. It's always good to try and keep them quite loose as well. Yarn over, insert, yarn over, pull up, and then we've got our 7 loops on the hook. Yarn over and pull through all 7. Then another 2 single crochets, and let's work one more. Yarn over, insert, pull up a loop, yarn over, insert, pull up a loop, yarn over, insert, pull up a loop, yarn over. And when you're pulling through the 7, I tend to just secure it with my thumb because it can get a little bit fiddly. Then work straight onto the next stitch. And again. And when you're working bobble stitch, it's important to note that the bobbles have to all be worked on the same side, because when you turn your piece over, you can see they're sticking out on, at the moment, what is the back piece. So generally you tend to get a row of stitches in between each row containing the bobbles. So that's what I'm going to do now. So when you're working over the top, you have this stitch here, which is where you began the single crochet after the bobble that you work in, and this stitch is on the top of the bobble. So now I've made 2 more single crochets in the top of this row, and we're ready to work our second set of bobbles. When you've made your bobble, it's always quite helpful to pull the next stitch quite tight, because that just allows it that extra 3D-ness on the other side. It just pulls it down and makes the bobble stick out further. as we start to work the next row, you can see how the bobbles are starting to appear. And there we have it.